Welcome back to 7 News at 6. Organizations on both sides are pulling out all the stops this year, trying to get as many people as possible to the polls for today's Ohio 12th Congressional District election polls. Now, 7 News Ohio State House reporter Jason Aubrey shows us just how far they're willing to go to convince people that they should vote.
They call them social pressure mailings, and people in the 12th Congressional District have been getting a lot of them in the past few weeks. And as we get closer to the general election this fall, you may start seeing them in your mailbox too. Sometimes they show up in plain envelopes like this one from the Progressive Turnout Project. Inside, your voting record and a message that reads in part, how would your friends, family, and neighbors feel if they saw your voting record and knew you were an infrequent voter? According to the organization, the pressure tactic is effective.
Actually very effective. It's seen to increase voter turnout by approximately 8%.
Beth Cerda says the passive-aggressive language used is intimidating and is nothing more than voter shaming.
Frankly, it's none of anybody else's business who anybody votes for or if they do.
Chris Fink lives in Delaware County, and he too has received mailings. These came from the Republican National Committee's independent expenditure, and Fink didn't like the heavy-handed tactic.
If the idea is voter shaming or the idea is social pressure marketing, that pressure is amped up if you think something is more transparent than you realize.
To be clear, the only thing that is public record is if you vote. Who you vote for is not public record. With that said, you may be getting mailers like these soon.
I definitely think you will see this in all districts across the country this year. This election is so important.
I reached out to the RNC to connect with the people responsible for their mailers, and they were unable to make that connection happen. Now, while these mailers may motivate some to vote out of fear of social backlash, Chris Fink tells me he believes it might backfire and motivate knowledgeable voters or those on the fence to vote in a way that the mailer did not intend. In Delaware, Jason Aubrey, 7 News, working for you.
Could we hear some